So let's quickly dive into the threat that we have for our day today. It's a slight risk for severe storms for us here across the East Coast, something you need to pay attention to if you're out and about today. We're going to see the storms kind of firing up through the second half of the afternoon and then sliding towards the east very quickly. Now, storm chances still sit off towards the west for sure, but the bulk of the issues is going to be right along the 95 corridor and as we move towards the east. So northern neck, middle peninsula, lower peninsula, guys, pay attention today, especially if you're in southern and southeastern Virginia. We'll see that on our Futurecast in a few seconds. Also should mention there is a chance for an isolated tornado today. We're not going to rule this out. It's a 2% chance. It's the lowest threshold we see here on the graphic, but it's still there. It's enough to say, hey, we might see something, and it's really east of 95 at that point for that threat for some tornadoes. I'll be here all day today, keep you guys updated, so if anything does happen, I'll be right here. I'll make sure you guys stay safe across central Virginia. Wind threat, obviously it's going to be a bit bigger across the area as we do have the remnants of Laura sliding through. We have a decent chance to see some strong gusty winds as those storms slide through the area. But you note, though, it's pretty much 95 or just to the east of 95 or west of 95 and towards the Chesapeake Bay. So let's dive into what we're expecting for Futurecast for you to show you when those storms slide through and when they really begin to fire up, become kind of dangerous potentially. So light sprinkles for the next couple of hours. We kind of know that as the system slides through. But you'll note, though, from about noon, we begin to kind of fire up those storms just to the west of 95, and really at about 2:30, we begin to see them kind of slide through about the 95 corridor just south of Metro Richmond. Now, if you're up towards Fredericksburg, out towards Charlottesville, not to say that you're completely in the clear, but you're looking a lot nicer for the day today. So if you got some concerns up towards Lake Anna, if you're concerned, not as big of a threat today, but you still need to pay attention. Now, watch as those storms slide off towards the Norfolk area. This is when we may see some spin-ups happening. That's when you may see an isolated tornado. So these are the areas that we're concerned with maybe a little bit later today. Once that clears out, that cold front we mentioned, that begins to slide on through. You see the tail end of it right there. Maybe an isolated storm through about 8 o'clock tonight. But let me tell you, there's a lot of relief on the backside of that boundary. Humidity values begin to drop as you see the skies clearing out. And it is a gorgeous Sunday for us. Temperature's going to be in the mid-80s. It's going to be feeling fantastic. But again, we got to talk about our day today. And also not just to mention that we're going to see strong storms sliding through, but the winds are going to be brisk pretty much all day. 10 to 15 miles per hour out of the southwest. But then you're going to see some gusts. Yeah, upwards of 25 to 30 miles per hour through the afternoon. Yeah, it's still the remnants of Laura that made landfall across the Gulf Coast as a major hurricane. Cat 4, if you guys remember, devastating. We've showed you that all through the last couple of days. So some strong winds sliding through our area.